All of today's readings are quite complex and very deep. To unpack them for you in just a mere few minutes, I'm going to take you back to your early childhood. Think about grade school for a minute. Just think about grade school. I have 3 rhymes to help you, and I want you to help me finish them. 3 childhood rhymes. Ready? This is classroom participation. Finders, keepers. Very good. I'm rubber, you're glue. Whatever you say to me bounces off me and sticks to you. All right, I'll give you an easier one. That's okay, Pius did the same thing yesterday. Sticks and stones can break my bones. Very good. Sound familiar? If I had to guess, you, like me, probably said these and other similar things as a child. Who knows? You may have said them as an adult, too. Young kids often repeat these pieces of street wisdom during name-calling disputes with peers. Inevitably, the one on the receiving end of the rhyme may ultimately break into tears and flee or decide to retaliate, which suggests that the sayings reflect wishful thinking more than actual reality. In the ancient Mediterranean world, calling people names was a key strategy for both honoring and shaming them. Family honor and shame were very public matters back in that cultural world. Family bonds and obligations superseded all other responsibilities. So, maintaining the family honor status was paramount. Shame brought upon the family meant not being able to participate fully in the life of the community. And culturally, your life would be dead. Throughout Mark's gospel narrative, honorable titles applied to Jesus include Holy One of God, Bridegroom, Son of God, Messiah, among others. However, in today's gospel story, we hear of names and phrases intended to shame and discredit Jesus. He is out of his mind. He is possessed by Beelzebul, by the prince of demons, he has an unclean spirit. And get this, it's Jesus' own relatives, not even his critics, who are name-calling. Not only do they think that he is out of his mind and controlled by evil, but they try to seize him with force, if needed, to protect the family reputation. Surely Jesus must have thought with relatives like these, he was better to hang out with the scribes and Pharisees. So what does Jesus do? Unlike little kids who are name-called and may emotionally break down, Jesus chooses to defend himself to retain his honor. And he's faced with 2 misunderstandings today, first with the scribes, and then the other one with his brethren. The scribes from Jerusalem attribute his ability to heal and cast out spirits to the power of Beelzebul, the prince of demons, lord of the flies. In early times, Beelzebul was another name for Satan. Jesus rejects this claim by pointing out that Satan doesn't drive out his own team. Satan doesn't drive out Satan. Jesus continues to unravel this argument by aligning himself with God and God's house. For God's house, God's kingdom, reigns over heaven and earth. Now, just 2 weeks ago, at the Feast of the Holy Trinity, we heard Jesus say to his 11 disciples, "All power in heaven and earth has been given to me." And even in the very beginning of Mark's gospel narrative, John the Baptist identified Jesus as the mightier one. Jesus then turns to the second misunderstanding about his brethren and asks, "Who are my mother and brothers?" Jesus explains that he has formed a new family, no longer based on natural ties, but on faith in him, his love, which welcomes us and unites us to each other in the Holy Spirit. All those who welcome Jesus' word are children and brothers and sisters among themselves. Today, all of our readings remind us of the constant struggle we participate in between good versus evil, God versus Satan, forgiveness versus sin. In fact, if we had to summarize all of today's readings, I would choose 3 simple words. I call it the triple A: authority, assignment, assurance. Authority, assignment, assurance. God is the author of life. He determines who walks the earth and who shall be banned from all animals, from all wild creatures, and who shall crawl on their belly to eat dirt all the days of their life. When Jesus walked the earth, he defended his honor by doing the will of God. And it is the same Spirit who works in Jesus Christ, by which he heals and casts out demons, who is the Holy Spirit of God, his authority. Although the serpent, the woman, and the man were punished by God for their sin, the psalmist reveals, with the Lord there is mercy and redemption. With faith, St. Paul instructs us not to be discouraged because our inner self is being renewed day by day. And at the Feast of the Holy Trinity 2 weeks ago, we were assigned the responsibilities to go out and make disciples, teach all nations, and baptize them in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Our assignment. Jesus assures us, whoever does the will of God is my brother and sister and mother. And St. Paul assures us we have the same spirit of life. Therefore, our earthly tent, our bodies, whenever they are destroyed, whenever we pass on in this life, we're assured a building from God that is external, eternal, in heaven, because the one who raised Jesus will raise us also with Jesus. His assurance. Losers, weepers. Whatever Father Rob says about me bounces off me and sticks to you-know-who.
I say nothing.
Just wanted to make sure that you can hear me.
listening.
Okay. He says he can never hear up here, so I wanted to make sure that he could hear. Okay, great. And names can never hurt me. Indeed, name calling. That stuff no longer bothers me because I have confidence in his authority, in my assignment in life, and who gives me assurance. What about the names people may call you?